According to Ibn Abbas, he said, من عاد مريضا لم يحضره أجله فقال عنده 7 مرات أسأل الله العظيم رب العرش العظيم يشفيك إلا عافاه الله من ذلك المرض. رواه البخاري ومسلم. According to Ibn Abbas, he says, anyone who visits a sick person and it is not decreed that he die in this sickness, and he says to him, supplicates to him, he says this 7 times, As'alullah al-Azim, I ask Allah the Magnificent, Rabb al-Arsh al-Azim, Lord of the Magnificent Throne, and Yashfiyah, to cure you, except that Allah shall cure him from this illness. This was collected by Abu Dawood and At-Tirmidhi. Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, he explains, he says, Ad-du'a silahun was-silah bihasab hamilihi. That the dua is a weapon, and each weapon is as effective as the one who carries it. If the person is skillfully submitted, then it's more effective. According to Abi Abdullah, Uthman ibn Abi al-As, أنه شكا إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وجعا يجده في جسده منذ أسلم. Abi Abdullah, Uthman ibn Abi al-As, he's complained to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam of some pain that he was experiencing in his body from the time he embraced Islam. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to him, ضع يدك على الذي تألم من جسده وقل بسم الله 3 وقل 7 مرات أعوذ بالله وفي رواية أعوذ بعزة الله وقدرتي من شر ما أجد وأحاذر. Abi Abdullah Uthman ibn Abi al-As, he says, I used to complain of a pain in my body from the time I embraced Islam. I complained to the Prophet ﷺ, mention it to him. He said, put your hand on the place that pains you. Say Bismillah 3 times. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. And then seek protection in Allah. A'udhu bi'izzatillah. I seek protection in Allah's power. Wa qudratihi, and His ability. Min sharri ma ajidu wa haja. From the evil that I find and that I'm seeking protection against. This was collected by Muslims. The Prophet ﷺ used to supplicate for the people at times 3 times. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, he says, Adani Rasulullah ﷺ, that the Messenger of Allah ﷺ visited me and he said, Allahumma shfi Sa'dan, Allahumma shfi Sa'dan, Allahumma shfi Sa'dan. Oh Allah, cure Sa'd. Oh Allah, cure Sa'd. Oh Allah, cure him. An indication that it is a sunnah to repeat the supplication if you're supplicating for your brother or sister who falls ill. Repeat the supplication. And in hafid dua, to be consistent, persistent in asking Allah, begging Him to remove the harm. Because if Allah wills it, all He has to say to it, kun fakana. All He has to say, be for yakun, and it becomes. La yu'jizuhu shay'. Nothing is greater than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and nothing is beyond His ability. We have a narration from Ibn Abbas, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam عاد أعرابيا وكان إذا عاد مريضا قال لا بأس طهور إن شاء الله. رواه البخاري. Ibn Abbas said that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam visited a Bedouin. And it was his habit, if he visited an individual, he would say, La ba'sa tuhurun insha'Allah. What you're experiencing is not a harm, it's a purification from your sins and the wrong deeds that we have done. It's a purification. And this particular statement, the Prophet ﷺ used to tell the people so that they would not be displeased with what Allah has decreed for them. That they would not be displeased and have the wrong attitude in respect to what Allah has decreed for them. That they would understand, like the Prophet ﷺ said, in al-bala, that harm and test continue to remain with a believer حتى يمشي على الوجه الأرض وليس عليه خطيئة. until he walks on the face of this earth with no sin on him because of the test and the purification. It is a habit